In part 3 of this lecture, we're going to take a quick look at some of the errors that raters sometimes make and look at one of the options for addressing these errors. Rating errors include all of the ways in which raters can make mistakes or inaccurately evaluate performance. The limitations of human memory, for example, are a major concern, which is why performance should be continuously measured instead of just a few times a year. Another potential error is the halo error, which occurs when raters choose the same rating across multiple dimensions for the same employee. In the example here, you can see that the manager has rated this employee's performance across 5 different dimensions as a 2. In reality, this person's performance on dimension 1 is probably different from their performance on dimension 2 and 3 and 4. Managers make this error for a variety of reasons. Sometimes it's because they have trouble differentiating between the dimensions. Sometimes it's because they don't know the ratees very well, or because it's easier and requires less cognitive effort. The ratings are so similar that we can draw a circle around them, a halo. Some managers have a tendency to choose the average rating, the score that's in the middle of the scale. This is called the central tendency error. Other managers fall prey to the severity error and are unusually harsh in their ratings. Still, other managers are relatively lenient and are what we would call easy graders or easy raters. So how do we know if these errors exist? We graph the data. This graph here on the slide shows you what these errors look like when plotted in a frequency distribution. If IO psychologists know that these errors happen, what can they do to minimize them? In addition to validating their measurement tools, they use training to teach managers and other raters how to use the tools. One type of training, frame of reference training, attempts to get all raters on the same page in terms of what high performance looks like and what poor performance looks like. They learn how the rating scale was developed, what it means, what the different performance standards mean, and how to use it. Then they practice rating performance by watching pre-recorded video clips or watching employees act out different scenarios. As a group, they compare their ratings and discuss the reasoning behind their judgments. The trainer also provides feedback that helps the group calibrate their expectations for performance. Does this type of training even work? Yes, there is some evidence that by getting everyone on the same page, their measurements are more accurate. Manager A treats employee B in the same way that Manager C treats employee D on the performance measurement tool. Raters also improve their observational skills. They learn to pay attention to behaviors, or the lack thereof, and tune out their personal thoughts and feelings. They learn how to take notes on a regular basis instead of relying on their memory. And finally, they can improve their feedback skills. The training attempts to create subject matter experts who know all about the expectations of the job.